Hey guys, welcome back. I just wanted to do another video before I head in. When I head into work and I start my day, which by the way was really hard this morning. Listening to a podcast from Gary V, who is a really cool Gary V audio experience. I would check him out. But I wanted to kind of talk about how hard it is to I guess not succeed, but to get what you want. If that makes sense, right? And so I'll give you an example, right? When you think about it, right, trying to do your own thing, the whole world is against you. There's just so much data against you and what you want to do, and driving that success, right, to getting that freedom. Every day, I'm not gonna lie, I think this one fact every day, I'm like, you know what, am I doing what the 2% that are doing successfully, right? The top 2%, am I doing what they're doing every day, or am I doing what the rest of the 98% are doing, or maybe the top 80 or the top 90 even, right? Am I doing what the top 90 percentile does day to day to get to where I need to be, and what I want, what my aspirations are? I woke up this morning at 5:30. And I set my alarm clock for 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 6 minutes, 32, 34, 36, and 6:38, and 6:40. And my girlfriend's sitting right next to me, and it's just so hard to get out of bed. It's so comfortable, and we just operate so much within comfort day to day. Not even, it starts off with the bed. We start off super comfortable. My jog was hard this morning. Started my day, and I kind of faltered this morning, but I got a lot done. And, I was talking about this in another video. You got to break down your days. You have to break down your day into micro activities, right? Because if you don't, then it's going to be what it's like when you first wake up. Oh, I'm just going to work. You already lost. I'm collecting a paycheck. Already lost. Did I do anything today that's going to bring me to what I want to do in life? You lost. And when I say win and lose, I'm really being more critical of the game you're playing against yourself in your head, right? Because people aren't even playing that game, right? People are playing a game of chess, and they don't even realize that they're moving the pawns. They're not moving the bishops or the queens. They don't realize that they're the queen or the king, right? I like to pretend that I'm the queen piece, and I can move however I want. But I just wanted to kind of make this video, because if you want to bring about the change you want to see, then it's going to require you to change your mindset to, understanding the facts, right? Not understanding the political noise and the environment that is going to always be around you. There are always going to be people that will not support you. There's always going to be people that think that you're doing something wrong, or it could be done this way or that way. People are always going to have their say, but nobody knows your roadmap. Only you know your roadmap. And when you in a finite way know exactly by detail your roadmap, when you know the markers you need to hit going forward, the thresholds that you need to get into, all that becomes white noise, right? Like at work, it's all white noise to me. I'm here, I'm working my ass off. I'm coming home, and I'm working on my website. I'm working on, my strategy. I'm working on whatever I'm building. And, I think everybody should start off winning that way, right? Breaking down your day and winning, right? Doing what most people aren't doing, setting up the micro for the macro, right? Making those actions happen, creating that activity in your day to day, writing down or taking or tracking your development, and connecting with the right people that are going to make it happen for you, because you can't do everything. And if you are working 1, 2, or 3 jobs and you're like, I want out, I want to do something, you're going to need to delegate. I'm going to be starting to delegate part of my salary yearly, even though it's not a lot, to the help I need to just get my brand and get my company moving in the way that I want, so that when I am ready to make that change, and that I am going to see at one point an influx of clients, that I'm going to be ready. You need to set yourself up, or else it will never happen. And it sounds so like simple, but the 98% aren't doing it, right? And so, I always put myself in that bubble. Am I in the 98 or am I in the 2%? Right? Am I winning today? Am I getting everything that I want accomplished today, from the micro to the macro, or am I succumbing to, how work affected me? Like right now, I won my morning, and now I want to go win my midday to my micro, midday to afternoon. That's where I'm trying to win now, and then later I want to win it in the evening, or try to. This was just a little tidbit. I can go on and say, the different ways that I perceive, my struggle, right? I'm not cross comparing because of I don't compare myself to the latter, right? Because I'm not comparing myself to the 98%. I don't want to know what the 98% are doing. Go away, go home. I never think about at work. I never think about the people who are in the hierarchy above me. I never think of my managers or my GM. I don't think about what they do, and I don't care what they do, because I know what they're doing. They've ultimately settled, right? And then did this, right? They've boxed in. And they're dedicating a majority of their week, their time, to something that's not fulfilling them, and it is what's going to do to them and the people around me on my level. I don't think about the 98%. I think about the 2%. I think about, right, what are they doing right? What are their mindsets? What are they doing? And not necessarily reading into it, but trying to think about how to understand life differently, right? Like I'm a big advocate for reading, but what I'm saying is I'm not necessarily saying read up on how billionaires and millionaires do their thing. I'm thinking about how do successful people in what I want to do get to where they go, right? And part of that is reaching out to people. Part of that is, connecting with the right people and understanding their behavior, which is why I interview people on my YouTube channel. And I'm a big advocate, by the way, of reaching out to people on LinkedIn and looking up like 100 to 200 people in your field, or the field that you want to get into, right? Like if you have, if your roadmap is like A, which is, whatever, to B, to, where you want to end up in your career, talk to everybody on that route, right? Get acquainted with what you need to do, what's going to be expected of you on that road, and then take all that in, and then do all the little micros that add up to that, right? Like right now I'm in the process of reaching out to business consultants and venture capitalists and investors, and seeing what they've done right, see what they've done wrong, what does their day look like, and it's not to mimic this cascade of, or this like imaginary perception of what it is, like what an ideal successful person is doing day to day. I don't care about that. I want to care about, what is expected of me to do to get to where I need to go, and reverse engineering those activities and then doing them to get there, right? And that's really pretty much it. And staying on task, staying consistent with that, and making sure that while I'm working in one room, I'm creating a door to get out of one room to the next, which is the door that I'm trying to get to, right? Or you can use it as like an example of like two houses, right? I have my one house, which is what society has for me and the work and the job that I have now, and the second house, which is right across the road, right? Which is the life that I want, right? There's the road that I have to cross. There's a door that I have to walk through to get to that road, to get to the other side. And then I got to create that door and the house, right? Which is the opportunity that I want for myself, right? And so the house here doesn't even have a door. I have to build that door, right? That door would symbolize what I want, what I need, and kind of the starting points of how to get there. The road is the roadmap, right? The roadmap, it's not like just across the street. You're going to find out that it's this exact, and then when you finally get to the house, which is your the opportunity that you want for yourself. You got to build that door to get in, and you need to understand where you're going. And it's not like you need to know at all times, because life is dynamic that way. But at the same time, you need to evaluate the direction you're going. Does it fulfill the check marks that you're trying to create for that thing, right? And the beauty of it is that house, you really don't know the exact details of that house, which is what you're looking for. But what you're trying to do is just go into that direction, and then it will form itself. So again, I hope this video had helped you out with a little bit of a difference of view in terms of how I see moving forward. Would love to hear your guys' thoughts on how do you create your mindset to move forward, and what you guys do to align yourself with staying empowered and focused. Would love to really know your thoughts, but reach out to me. Would love to hear you guys and what you plan on doing. See you next video. Talk to you soon.